Nobody beats the band.
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 You know me at the B-I-C-W-A-R-K-I-E-N. I go for what I know, doing a show for human beings. I'm guaranteed to rock to make the ladies scream and shout. I'm bound to wreck your body as they turn the party out.
What's good, y'all? This is Everything's Blurred, episode, wait a minute, 36?
Up on the 36 chambers.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back. Hello. It's been a long time. We shouldn't left y'all, but hey, what it is.
We here now. That's all that matters.
It's the Corolla Cousins. What's going on? It's your Shirley Brown here. Hey.
What up? I am the MR.SHAUN. Mr. Sean is 2/3 of the blur. Shout out to Tommy. Happy birthday. Shout out to Tommy.
Yes. Happy birthday to Tommy.
He's my man. He down in the 305 right now.
With Rick Ross and Will Smith and
doing his
Dwayne Wade.
You know.
With Mike Larry and Marcus Burnett and them.
Jimmy Butler. Bam. Coach Spo. All that.
We're Crockett and Tubbs. I don't know what's going on.
All them. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing. Pitbull, all of them.
You know what I'm saying?
Did we mention Ross? Can't forget Ross.
Yeah, I said Ross. I said Ross.
Gotta say the boss now.
Oh. All does. All does. Sorry for the shaking camera. I'm trying to get myself together. But yeah.
Happy birthday. Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? And man, I miss Miami, man.
I do too.
Right there for a minute.
I was mom had on TV and what was that movie with Ice Cube and Mike Epps. It's all about the Benjamins. Yeah, and that was from Miami. I was looking around like Yeah, I missed it, but it's like, even though, well, back then it wasn't crazy back then, but Florida's off the chain.
Word. We had to worry about Florida, man, back then.
Actually, I think we did. We just didn't notice.
Yo, you know what's crazy? About a couple weeks ago, I'm on, on my phone, I'm on Google, and one of the articles that popped up, it was from Fox News, and it dealt with, you guessed it, Florida man. And I couldn't help but laugh because I'm like, damn it, Childish Gambino, you done implanted this Florida man in my brain, and now I kind of can't take it serious. You know
what's funny is that like I kind of seen that. I mean, when he said it, it's just like, yeah, that is true. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Have seen it beforehand.
When Cat Williams broke it down, I was like, hot damn.
No, Lakeith Stanfield.
Lakeith? Oh, it was Lakeith.
Yeah, Lakeith. He broke down the. Yeah, remember he was telling them like the driver.
It was Cat when they was in the kitchen talking when they was at his house.
Okay. No, Lakeith was they were driving, and he asked him how his parents. He asked Aaron how his parents doing. And he said the parents down in Florida visiting a relative. He's like, all right, well, we can tell him be careful with the Florida man. And then Aaron was like, yeah, who's the Florida man? Then Darius looked at him, and then he run down the story, and yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But yeah. But yeah, man, what's good?
Real quick before we do the it wouldn't be right if we started off like that. As always, we gotta pay respects. So let's do that first.
Yeah.
I honestly wanted to spit the Just a Friend verse, but I've been so busy with stuff, got other stuff on my mind, I forgot to really get it together. So all I want to say is, man, we want to start this off right by saying rest in peace to the diabolical one, Biz Markie,
Rest in peace.
DJ, producer, MC, man,
Everything.
just
He was hip
a
hop.
legend, Juice Crew representative. I can honestly say that, as a hip hop head, everybody has that one song that got them into hip hop. Even though you heard others, it was that one that stood out to you and that made you want to really listen to and get involved with the music more, and then eventually the culture as you get older. And for me personally, Just a Friend, when I heard that in the second grade, 7 years old, I thought it was the greatest thing ever. I loved the song. I loved the video. Whenever he performed it, I was just there, man, and I just loved that song. And then as I got older, I found out about. I remember, shout out to Rap City. On Wednesdays, they would show the old school videos. They called it Old School Wednesdays. One day I was watching that joint on a Wednesday, and I came up on a Vapors video. It been a minute, and even back then, I remember hearing, make the music with your mouth, Biz. And then as I got older, Jay-Z and Maya took it for the Best of Me remix joint. You know what I mean? Then, The Wood came out, and that's one of my favorite films. And I remember homeboy practicing dancing in the living room to the make the music with you. Oh, you know me, girl. Let me show you this. Yeah. Come
You
on.
like me? You think I'm sexy?
You think I'm sexy? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Word.
Just humping that
So
bunny.
that joint.
Poor bunny. That bunny was humping.
You know what I'm saying? Your personal favorite. Again, I think it was like an old school day on like VH1 Soul, maybe. It's spring again.
Yeah.
That joint. And then he would show up on he was in the Men in Black, things of that nature. And every time you just saw Biz, or even when you heard his music, like going back, like over the weekend, I was listening to his music and I just came to the conclusion, like, man, he had joints, man, and it was like he was talented in the sense of he knew how to have a good time and rock a party, but at the same time he had joints like I said, nobody beats the Biz, but he's really like when he's really rapping, you know what I'm saying? Granted, Kane wrote some stuff for him, but you know what I mean? Excuse me. I was about to get into my next point, about to say what I was about to say. And I feel like Biz Markie paved the way for other rappers to kind of rhyme like that, in the sense to have humor, and just some kind of silliness in their songs and in their rhymes. Like when I hear ODB is kind of the same way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Not exactly like Biz, but they both kind of have their own style, because he's the ODB. There's no father to his style. But if you had to go back and listen to Biz, then go back to listen to ODB, they're a little similar. But, and you just saw how great of a DJ he was. The last time I saw Biz do anything, it was early in the pandemic. There was, this was like right when DJ Jazzy Jeff popped up. Because remember, because we talked about it. Remember, we was like, okay, D Nice on the come up, and we saw all these other DJ cats on IG Live DJing the set. And somebody, either you or somebody else, was like, where's Jazzy Jeff?
Yeah.
Where's Jeff? And then Jeff came out, and was explaining to people how he had it, or how he had COVID or whatever. And then he started doing his mixes. And not long after that, him and a few other DJs did a mix for charity. One of the other DJs was Biz Markie, and his set was right after Jeff's. And Biz, he did a set. You know, he looked like he lost some weight. He looked all right. And I remember he got on the mic. He was trying to set up the camera and all that. And he was like, yo, I got something to say, man. Wash your hands and wash your ass. You know, and he just got into his little mix. And that was the last time I saw him. And then after that, that's when you heard that he wasn't doing well and he was in the hospital. And, you know, he was going through stuff. And so you kind of knew that it was going to happen, but at the same time, when you got the news, it still hurt.
Yeah.
Because well, you know, because of what he meant to the culture, what he meant for the music. You know what I mean? So yeah. R.I.P. to Biz Markie, condolences.
R.I.P.
You know what I mean? Salute to the legendary Juice Crew. For those that don't know, that's DJ Marley Marl, Craig G, Big Daddy Kane, Roxanne Shante, Master Ace, Craig G, Cool G Rap, MC Shan,
Mm-hmm.
and then later on you had cats like Tragedy Gaddafi and maybe Granddaddy IU was part of the Juice Crew, I think. But yeah, salute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, I think, well, I was familiar with Biz before, just a friend. Jay put me, I remember making music about Biz. That was my first introduction. Make the music with your mouth, Biz. Shout out to the Boondocks. But yeah. And also too, I met Robert Townsend. He was on IG. He did a tribute. I forgot that Biz was on Towson television.
He was on what?
Towson television. You know when Robert Townsend had Towson television?
The Black, the Beautiful.
Yeah. So like he was on. Biz was on there. He was on a few episodes. He was when he played, I think, the detective. Yeah, he was like his sidekick, and he was like always like, you know, a worthless sidekick. Like there was a scene that he had on Instagram where they was about to get in a fight with these bunch of guys, and you hear Rob Thompson doing the narration. He was like, "Yes," and I look at Matt. I think his business name was Mad Dog. I looked at Mad Dog, and I looked at him, and we looked at each other, and I had the feeling that we were gonna be all right because we had each other's back. All of a sudden, then you saw Biz push Robert Townsend with the guys, and he ran. He's all of a sudden he ran and he pushed me to the side. He ran like a bitch. He said that it was funny. But yeah, rest in peace. He definitely he was hip hop. Definitely representative or ambassador of the golden age era. Like you said, he did it all. MC, produced, DJ, wrote.
Beatbox.
Yes, definitely one of the greatest. Definitely one of the greatest beatboxers. And I was listening to like the stories of Questlove was saying how Questlove actually Biz put him on so many things, and it was like some DJing and sampling and all that. So that was crazy. Yeah. So I've been reading like a bunch of stories from him, from D Nice to Jazzy Jeff to you know, they was I mean some of the stuff like, yeah, I knew they was close, but I didn't know they was that close. But it was like, yeah, I mean, it makes sense because they all came around that time. But yeah, it's definitely a huge loss to hip hop, and he died. He died in here. He died in Baltimore. I mean, he was living
That's
in.
what I heard.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
and that was another thing. I remember being in school and people was like, "Yo, what if I told you I saw Biz Markie at Owens Mills Mall or whatever?"
No, I saw him. I regret it too to this day. I saw him, but it was like, I think that's Biz, because he was with all the, like he stepped out of downtown locker room, and I was like on my way to go to the finish line for work. So I'm like, I think that's Biz, and he looked at me, and I looked at him, and I was like, nah, that can't be Biz. And all of a sudden, I think I heard someone say, "Yeah, Biz Markie was up there." I'm like, like that. I should have like given that, I know, or something. Like, yeah, it was like, yeah. And I just looked at him. I was like, that was like Biz. I was like, I wasn't sure, but mm, but yeah, he was hurt. He he had a house in PG. He had a house in PG.
And that's what I heard too. That he also had a crib out there. He'd be out in
Yeah,
that area too.
yeah. And a couple
People
people like Eastern Shore said they saw him up there.
Hmm?
I was reading on on Facebook, a couple people that's from like that was Eastern Shore that's from the area. That area they mentioned how like he was like they ran into him at a Target, ran into him around
Oh,
there.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember like a few years ago, at my old job, I had this one coworker, she was hip hop, you know what I'm saying? And her and her homegirl, they did I don't know if it was a deal they found on, no, it wasn't Groupon. They found it off of Living Social. It was like a DJing class, and Biz
Mm,
Markie hosted the class. He taught the class, and so he would teach you, simple stuff, the basics.
mm,
And then once he heard you do a mix, he'll do a drop for you. Once he heard your mix,
mm,
and she told me what he said for her drop or whatever. I was like, man, that's dope right there, man. So, the fact that he, took the time out to teach people how to DJ and how to be involved in the culture is also a blessing. Even if it's just for fun, man. Sometimes it can start from there. Just something to play around, you BSing with, and then next thing you know, once you fool with it and really realize what it's all about and what you got to do, it's like, yo, I can do this for real, for real. You know what I
mm,
mean?
mm,
And then, like you said, I would see when I was on Instagram that night, and I think also on Saturday, I was like seeing different people uh post different things about Bismarck, different videos more so, like Maceo of De La, he had a video
yeah,
of them
yeah,
cracking on each other.
yeah, yeah.
You
I
know what
saw
I
that too.
mean? I think Q-Tip had a video like that too. They was on the phone and they
Mm-hmm,
had
mm-hmm,
conversations like
mm-hmm,
that. And there was some other stuff. And kind of back to what you were saying earlier about the older cats that kind of came in the game together and all that. It's like I love to see that that camaraderie of you know of the hip hop cats, because it's like back then, they, all those guys were young. They were trying to figure stuff out. They're in the street, and they also are in competition with each other or trying to be the best. You know what I
mm-hmm.
mean? So for them to, in their older years, to be around each other and still talk and things of that. Like I remember the last time we was down in Atlanta for A3C, and we was at the one spot where all the parties was at, and we had I think I had just came out of the restroom or whatever, and I walked up the yard, and you pointed at the bar, and you told me about, remember, you told me about how there was Cool Keith and a few other rap like legends by the bar, chilling, drinking, talking.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember just staring like, yo, that's ill. And I think that same night, I think at a different venue, we ran into Cool Keith that night. And after the Pharoah March show.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Damn, I missed the A3C too.
huh?
I said I missed A3C too.
Yeah. That
And
I want to go back.
this weekend was
This
BlurCon,
weekend,
and I
Blurcon, shout out to Blur.
yeah.
A couple people hit me up like, yo, you there? You at Blur? I'm like, nah, bro, I'm sitting this one out.
Yeah, I was still skeptical. I was
You
like,
still skeptical? I feel you. So I'm
no,
assuming
no.
you're not doing Comic Con this year neither, right?
Oh, Baltimore.
Yeah.
I probably would. It just I don't know. Sorry to change. I didn't mean to.
Keep it going.
No, it's just like I was, when they talked about they still doing it, I was like, this is like before, like it's like when the
This is
vaccine
before
was,
the vaccines,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
like, yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then all of a sudden, they say, yeah, just show your vaccination card. But also too, it's like also, you still gotta wear a mask even though you cosplaying. But it's like, I don't know. To me, I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I
I mean, at this
understand.
point, I'm used to it.
Yeah, I
I'm at the
am.
point where now it's like I'll see stuff on the door, it's like it's optional, and I'm like, oh, for real? Well, I don't trust niggas. Mask on,
Right.
and I just go on and do what I
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
do.
yeah, yeah. I mean, truth is on. I mean, yeah. As for Comic Con, maybe we'll see. Even though that's gonna be around the time when the flu season starts. But yeah, everybody should be vaccinated. Everybody, but it's still
Ain't stop
crazy.
nobody else from going any. Well, I always get the flu shot, so I don't trip. But
Yeah, I know, but still, like, it's crazy. Yeah,
no,
sorry.
I feel you. And I'm hearing more about this Delta variant, so it's like, no, I feel you. Do what you think is best.
Yeah, but I feel for those that like still ain't vaccinated, still like I'm worried about like the kids. Like, yeah, like
Yeah, I just heard about some celebrity just tested positive. Some rap. Wiz Khalifa. Wiz Khalifa just tested positive, and I know before that, um, Tony Baker had it a couple weeks back, and comedian Keon Poley he had it too.
but then also too these athletes, like, with the whole situation with the Olympics too, they like and also too my question is when did they get the vaccine? Like especially the NBA, like especially those that's not playing in the finals, like they should be vaccinated right now. Like for real. Like I don't get it. Like when they started getting the vaccines. You too busy worrying about them playing the sport.
Hmm.
I said people. I mean, like the owners and everything. They too busy trying to like the owners of the league and all that. They like too busy. Yeah, they need their bodies to play the sport. But yeah, but what their bodies for their vaccines? So like yeah. So how
Right.
y'all got all these testings and everything. That's cool what y'all did, but it's like yeah. I mean, it's time we got vaccines now.
Yeah.
But
Well, I
uh,
think that should be a requirement to be in the
yeah,
Olympics.
yeah, but
100.
not just that, but also with like all the sports, really the baseball and
Oh yeah,
everything
it's like
now.
sport. Yeah, yeah. No, no, no. I feel you. Yeah. No, 100%, man.
Like Bradley Beal he was in the health. He said they had it. He had to go because he might have like the virus. He was on the protocol list. And who else? I think Kevin Love. No, somebody. It was like, and I'm thinking like, well, they didn't play the playoff. They should have been got like the vaccinated. I mean, well, what's it called? Bill was the first round, but that was like what a month ago. Like, come on, you should have at least had a vaccine on you. But mm,
Yeah. Yeah, man. That shocked me when I heard about Bradley Bill. I was like, word? Damn. So I hope he's straight, but
mm,
I feel like, contrary to what Charles Barkley said years ago about not being a role model, a lot of eyes is on these athletes.
mm,
And, you know, I do feel like, yo, I mean, to each his own, yes. But at the same time, if you, not just an athlete, but just somebody that travels like that moves like that, there is a chance that you can get, you know, you can catch something.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you gotta be precautious. You know, you gotta see how this thing has been affecting people for a minute now, man.
mm, yeah.
And and it's like, yo, we all need to play our part and just try our best to like get rid of it. Um, but we'll see how things go, man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But once again, to get back on track real quick, salute and RIP to Base Markie. You will be missed, brother.
Yeah, definitely.
Real quick, we said the whole 36 chambers blur chain thing. We want to announce that there's a date for the second season of Wu-Tang: The American Saga series that's on
Mm-hmm.
Hulu. It is September the 8th,
Yep.
a day after Trey's birthday and a day before my mama's birthday. Shout out to Trey and shout out to my mama. Mama! My take all voice. So what they're gonna do is the first 3 episodes will drop all at once.
Mm,
After that, week to week.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm can't wait, man. I mean, I'm waiting, but can't wait.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to. So as you see, this is supposed to cover, them recording 36, the first album, the 36 Chambers. So yeah, curious to see how they're gonna play it out. Hopefully, and also see they're supposed to introduce you God this time. So it's
Played by Damani Cease.
okay.
And I feel like somebody else is playing deck.
Yeah, because Joey Badass, I think when he was filming, he couldn't do it because they was filming the Raising
Oh, that
King.
joint that got
Yeah.
that won the Grammy, that won the Oscar.
No, you talking about two distant strangers. No, I don't think. I think it's because he was filming the Power spinoff. He's on
Oh,
that
he's in
now.
that too.
Yeah, Raising Canaan. Yeah, they
Okay.
come on tonight. So yeah,
Wow.
yeah. But I think that's
Yeah. This person that's playing. Well, they got him as a rebel, so Rebel Lioness expected that. Name looks African. If I pronounce
yeah,
his name wrong, please forgive me. Uwada Udi, or is it Udi or Udi? Might be Udi. Uwada Udi. I'm gonna say if I mess up
yeah,
your name, my apologies.
yeah. Sorry.
But yeah, that's who plays Inspector Deck in this new season. Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah.
but yeah, I'm just waiting for him. I mean, hopefully, I mean, yeah, sad to see Joey go, but hopefully, it works out, especially if the guy they're playing you God, hopefully, they can embody those two guys, the two rappers. But yeah, September 8th on Hulu, can't wait. But yeah, let's go ahead and just talk about everything Marvel's, fam. Let's talk about that Loki.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So actually, have y'all actually talked about just the series in general? No. Okay.
Because I told you I was waiting until this was over with so I can binge it. Because I
Okay.
would forget that it would come on Wednesdays. So I was
Mm-hmm.
like, I'll wait till it's over and I'll just binge it on the weekend. So when I found out that the last episode came on Wednesday, I was like, I bet I'm gonna try to watch it this weekend. And then I kind of forgot it because I had other things on my mind. So when you brought it up in the when we was texting, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get on it. And I started. When did I start? If it wasn't Friday night, it might have been like Saturday, like
Mm-hmm.
yesterday. And I got through 2.5 episodes, and then I finished it off at 3:20 today.
Mm.
So I was in the clutch with it.
Okay.
Um,
So yeah, Loki.
yeah.
I
So
gotta say that was like everybody's like trying to compare the shows they have, and I will say this. Everybody asking like, yeah, what's better? What's the best one after three so far? WandaVision, Falcon Winter Soldier, and Loki. Everybody's saying that Loki is like, to me, I think Loki overall was good. from the beginning to the end. Like they didn't like, WandaVision. It was like a lot of confusion and like it was like definitely. I mean, all of them. Well, this one, the Loki and the WandaVision, to me, it was like those type of shows where you gotta keep watching to understand everything that's going on. They're gonna tell you. They're gonna give you little bits and pieces every now and then. So I remember when WandaVision came out, the first two episodes, everybody was like, "What?" And all of a sudden, the third episode be like, "Oh, it's okay." Then fourth, it's gotten and then to me, everybody thought that the last episode. I did too. I thought the last episode was going to be a little bit better than it was, in my opinion. It was okay. I did enjoy the emotional arc of Wanda's mental health state. Her, losing vision and all that stuff. So I understand that. But as far as like the other stuff, like I wish they could have explained more how they acted for the Wicked Witch. She how did she get into Westview like that, and how she get not Westview, where was it? West, yeah, the town. How did she knew where Wanda was at, and how she got into her reality, the TV reality thing? They didn't explain that. They just focused that her history as a witch back in the day, and how did she was looking for Wanda. Yeah, so they didn't really explain that one. The whole white vision thing that could have been a little bit better too. And you can tell from the last episode that COVID played a factor because they couldn't, limited how they filmed it too with the amount of people and the scene and things like that. Like they try to make something real quick and what happened. Like it was some ideas that they had, but they couldn't do it due to COVID, so they had to work what they had. And then Falcon Winter Soldier, like I said, it started off slow, and then it's gotten. The first episode was okay. Then the second one, it had set the pace, and then all of a sudden it kept going, and it got better. And I did thought that could have did a little bit better on the finale, a little bit like the when he was with the Flag Smashers too. Everybody didn't think that what's called was a good villain, Carly. But to me, I think Loki. It just like from the beginning to the end, it just like was, and then it ended with a good cliffhanger. So it was like, yeah, definitely. And like I said, yeah, I thought it was like the best. Loki overall was like a good one. I won't say that, rank them from which was the best and the worst because they all was good in their own way and they all was unique and different in their own way as well. So.
Alligator Loki is the most random damn Loki.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, really? All the other Lokis I get, but an alligator one.
Yeah.
With Loki, stylistically
Mm-hmm.
and as far as the writing and the story, man, it's really good. And it puts him in a different light.
Mm-hmm.
A light that Thor always knew he had in him.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? And it's
Mm-hmm.
being brought out a bit. Um we was talking earlier, and like I said, I watched this in the clutch. So, but I remember, and I ducked and dodged a whole lot, going on different sites that was talking about it, that had different articles, especially with Screen Rant. Screen Rant had like a good 5 articles each week that dealt with Loki,
Mm-hmm.
Easter eggs, theories,
Mm-hmm.
different stuff, and it wasn't until maybe Wednesday or Thursday when I found out that there's a season 2 happening. And then I kind of spoiled it for myself when I was on either that site or comicbook.com and I saw a picture of Jonathan Majors as Kang. I was like, oh, now I know that Kang is in Loki. However, I remember when the trailer came out for Loki, I forgot who it was, but it's one YouTuber that I watched that said that during the joint that I forgot what scene it was. Matter of fact, I can tell you who said it. Friend of the pod, Ernie Blur Without Fear, salute to her. I think he said he heard a theory or something where during the trailer, I think one of the statues, he was like one of the people of whatever was Kang. And I think while I was watching it, I just had a feeling that Kang was behind it. And then once, oh shoot, I might be spoiling this for people. Sorry, spoiler.
Don't worry, I'll spoiler. I'll put it in the edits.
And so
this is a spoiler. Sorry if you didn't notice.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to mess that up, but yeah. So I thought we were going to wait till Ant-Man 3 for him, but no. But I will say this. They're stepping up. MCU is stepping up their villains. I'm going to say that. Not to say that they weren't whack. Some of them were just cool, but Thanos is a top villain. Killmonger is a top villain. Ultron was cool, so not too many of them stood out to me as much. Whiplash was just ruthless and didn't care. But I don't think there was much going on with him.
Yeah,
I did like Vulture.
Yeah. I did like Vulture, and I was gonna talk about Iron Man too. I think with Armor Wars with the War Machine show, well, they said they're gonna bring Justin Hammer back.
Okay.
What's his name? Sam Rockwell. So that's definitely so I see that coming. And same thing, like I think we're gonna have a. I mean, he was kind of an a-hole in Iron Man. He was funny though, but like but I think we're gonna get more into him. Definitely when Armor Wars come the same way how Falcon Winter Soldier did a good job on Zemo.
Yes. Yeah. Zemo.
Yeah.
Even though he wasn't the one you had to worry about, which
yeah.
had me like, word. But and that's another thing why I'm kind of glad they're coming up with another joint for that, because I was like, I want them to explain how that person became who they are. But with Kang, it was the thing of like when he was explaining his story, it was like he a bad boy. Like I know of some Kang, but not a lot of Kang.
Yeah, but you know
but I
that
will say when I would read certain comics that had him in it, I was like, oh, he's a beast. He's a hell of a villain. It's going to be interesting once they bring him into the MCU, and once they announced it, it was like, oh, so. And when he was explaining what he did and how he came up with the TV and all, it was like, ooh. And on top of all that, he has a personality. That's a dangerous villain.
Yeah.
That's a dangerous villain that has personality, that smile, laugh, kind of joke, because he kind of knows some stuff. You know what I mean? And to do what he did was just kind of crazy. So he was on the fact that he was already aware of the multiverses was just like, that's ill. And how he figured stuff out and do what he did, that's a bad motherfucker, You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but you know that on that on the Loki, that's a variant. That wasn't
Yes,
really
they're all variants.
so I'm saying, but the reason what they did with that one, I mean, he wasn't really Kang. He was really he who remains or Immortus.
It's still a version of Kang.
Yeah, version Kang. Yeah, and like same thing. Like but I like how they like, especially what they did with Sylvie, like because she was a mix of Lady Loki and Elantris, and yeah, them two. So
Mm.
um, but yeah, Enchant. I say Enchantress, not Elantris. Sorry, Enchantress.
Wait, which one was it? Is it Enchantress or Elantris?
Enchantress. Enchantress.
Enchant. What was the name of the chick from the Suicide Squad? Isn't that her name too?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, but yeah, but it's good to know that the TVA is a black-owned business. Yeah, yeah, they had that. It's popping around Facebook and
Let's
IG
go.
now. Yeah,
Let's go.
they already
Um,
someone did a ridiculous article. I think the Giro. Someone mentioned how like Loki was a Black Lives Matter series.
who said this?
I gotta show you the yeah, it was yeah, he was talking about it. I forgot the guy's name, but he mentioned how like the show pretty much mentioned that, it's a Black Lives Matter, how like how we black people started the TVA, and then Karen, a white person, Karen, just wanted to destroy it. So they saying Sylvie was Karen. I'm like, what? This is too much. Y'all doing too much.
Shut the fuck up, whoever wrote this bullshit. There's nothing to do. Was they serious?
I don't know.
If you're serious, who wrote this?
I don't know. I forgot. I gotta find it. It was on someone. I saw it on social media. Someone posted. I was
Yeah,
like, I didn't read it.
fuck up. Go somewhere with that bullshit they just typed. Fuck out of here with that dumb shit.
No, they was doing too much.
Yeah,
Like I remember.
you
Like I
gotta relax.
remember. Yeah, I remember. Like the Root. Somebody from the Root. They when Black Panther came out, they was doing too much on the articles, think pieces, talking about how like Killmonger was a woman abuser back in. I was like, dang, I just okay, and that was the reason why we need to go Malaje to beat him up, and it was like, okay, y'all just doing too much. It's just, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever
Mm,
heard.
but yeah,
But nah, 100% thoroughly enjoyed the show.
mm.
If they keep doing these series, DC, y'all gonna have to step up, y'all, because
Well,
they
since
coming for that, they in that territory. And I mean, I love my Flash. I didn't watch it at all this season. I'm gonna wait till it hit Netflix and watch it. I haven't watched Stargirl. I haven't watched what's the other joint?
Black Lightning.
I keep saying I'm a binge. No, I've been finished Black Lightning. I keep saying I'm a binge Legends of Tomorrow, but never do. Now I got HBO Max. I will watch Titans eventually and
Mm-hmm.
get back to Young Justice.
Yeah, and
But
they got a new season coming up soon.
yeah, for
Titans.
Titans, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep. Start real soon, like in August
August.
sometime.
Yeah, August.
Um, so um, so it's like, and then when you look at the budget, because Alive or Aloft, whatever it was called, that thing was that thing looked crazy, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever that big cloud monster name was,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Alive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that joint looked awesome. I wonder if they're going to do a Funko Pop of it. How that would turn out to be. I think that would be crazy if they pull that off.
I'm not gonna lie. I can if well shoot Comic Con, yeah, maybe I could be he who
Okay,
remains. Yeah, be get the I
pull
gotta get
that
the
off.
head. Huh?
Yeah, pull
Put
that off.
get a purple cloth. Or I can. Ain't no hard to find a green apple.
Word.
But he had on like sandals too. So I was like, oh snap! I gotta put sandals on. Yeah. Okay. But yeah. They opened up the multiverse. So thanks, Sylvie. Spoiler. Thank you.
Yes. And that right there is gonna make it like super interesting now.
Yeah.
Because now you're really digging deeper with it. Like the last Spider-Man movie, that was kind of like the, you know, little introduction of what they try and do. You feel me? And it's like, all right, cool. They touching into that particular realm. And then they kind of they trying to do it some more with this next Spider-Man movie coming out, Doctor Strange joint, so they're really, really fooling with it. Like it's really getting into um you're dealing with like space
Mm-hmm.
right now. You're dealing with some real ill sci-fi type stuff now. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean?
Time and reality, alternate
Yeah,
realities, all that.
all that. Yeah, man. So it's a very interesting trait. It's like you're not just dealing with good guys versus bad guys now.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're dealing with the technicality of space and how it
Mm-hmm.
works, like you said, time and all that. Because there is and I wonder if they're going to talk about it, but there is I forgot what it's called, but there's like a council, and my man from What If, he's a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Galactus is a part of it, and a few other people.
Mm-hmm.
But they're the ones that make sure uh uh what happens uh in in the universe. They make sure that it pretty much coexists. Everything kind of coexists and everything kind of works. So
Yeah.
you're pretty much you're good and you're bad. They try to make sure all of that kind of balances each other out with what's going on in the universe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So yeah, since you mentioned that, yeah. What if? That's the
mm,
next gonna be the next show
yes,
on for Marvel and Disney Plus, August 11th.
which
And like you said,
is
uh,
somebody's birthday.
yeah, somebody. But
Kennedy?
yeah, Kenny, yeah, Kenny's birthday.
Salute to our little cousin
Yeah.
Kennedy.
So yeah, so that's that's a Wednesday. So
Hump day.
but especially like with that show, how it deals with the alternate reality, like I said, alternate realities and different timelines, and how it's. I mean, I think Marvel. Shout out to Marvel. They know what they're doing for real. They know what they're doing, yo. They just
They
like
been knew what they was
they've
talking
like
about.
really like 10 years ahead of like for real. They know like and like I'm gonna mention I'm gonna talk about the other thing with the future of Black Panther again, but it connected with the we talking about now with What If. But yeah, like we got we saw the trailer how like it's actually based off the old. It had like certain comic books back in the day where it was like, what if some hero was went another route or a villain too.
Yeah.
So we saw that in the trailer. We saw like what if Iron Man didn't become Iron Man? Say he saw him, he got saved by Killmonger in Afghanistan, and then they had a connection that did make sense because Killmonger had his time in Afghanistan, and also he studied in MIT, so it was like so like we see how that folds, and then if either that Tony Stark helped him for the good or for the bad, So we don't know about that. You know, and we see Peggy Carter becoming Captain Britain. We see the well-known ones, especially Doctor Strange fighting against his evil self, and then most importantly, T'Challa becomes Star-Lord. And also we see Party Thor.
So I guess my thing with I mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
What music is Black Panther Star-Lord jamming to? See, regular Star-Lord, he was jamming to some 80s.
Yeah.
What's T'Challa Star-Lord jamming to?
I guess we'll see when we find out. Hopefully they
some Kendrick.
some
Gotta
Fila.
play some Kendrick now.
Yeah, put some Fila in here.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? We'll
Gotta
see
play
what
some
happens.
Burna Boy. Come on now. Some Wiz Kid.
I know.
You know what I mean? Some Fela in there now.
Yeah, Fila gotta be in there.
Fela and his sons. You gotta be in there. Some
But,
Akon.
Yeah.
Because Akon trying to make Wakanda a real damn thing in Africa, and I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, I ain't mad at him. Try for that, dude. That's dope. But definitely, yeah, it's gonna be the last performance of Chadwick Boseman as T'Challa. He did all.
He definitely played Tribe and Wu-Tang in his mix. Yeah, I see that.
So yeah, this is definitely well, he's gonna be in more than one episode. They said he did like all the I don't know how many episodes. I think he said like maybe 3 or 4, but he did all the
They just want me to shed a damn tear.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be
get this
most one, definitely. So yeah, so we got killed, a little bit everybody, and it's like it's interesting. Then we like from the trailers, Howard the Duck, he's in it. Seth Green playing the voice of Howard the Duck, or he was the voice of him in Guardian. Seth Green.
Seth Green.
Yeah.
He's the voice of Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck.
Interesting. I want them to bring back Howard the Duck. If MODOK got a series on Hulu, then Howard the Duck should have an animated series, an adult animated series.
True. So I know he's in What Ifs. So I don't. Yeah.
I think Seth should do it. Matter of fact, if they make that happen and they keep Seth Green as the voice of Howard the Duck, let's just say Howard the Duck got family. Guess who his dad should be? Come on. Yeah, come on. Say it.
Duck
yeah.
Stupid.
Jason Alexander should play his dad, Duckman.
Yeah,
Look it up if you don't know.
Shout out to my 80s baby, 90s if y'all knew that.
You know what I'm saying? USA shit. Early 90s shit.
That show was wild.
And Weird Science, the TV show.
Yeah, that show was wild though. I'm trying to decide what was the more wild cartoon, that or the Tick. That was like, yeah.
The Tick was. I never watched have you seen the live action show? I haven't watched it yet. I think that's on Amazon.
But I remember they was talking about bringing Duckman back, but I don't know. That was a long time ago. But yeah, Duckman. But What If, man? I'm looking forward. I mean, I was really looking forward to see how
the Funko Pops of that will be crazy.
Yeah, they already got some of them out, and they already spoiled some, like already about.
I did hear that them and Lego get in trouble.
Yeah, definitely.
Because their figures spoil stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely, yeah. So they got one about Killmonger as a alternate Black Panther, like he became the king of Wakanda.
We've all said that.
Yeah, we all knew that, but yeah,
we've talked about that. Yeah.
So like I said, like I'm just interested, and also too, I'm curious to know they saying that someone else is the Hulk, but I don't know. They ain't show him that much. And also too, Steve Rogers, he was his skinny self, and he was kind of like the Iron Man in a way, something like that. Like they had like the Iron, like he was working with Peggy Carter, and he had he was his own Iron Man. Yeah, so I'm curious. Actually, I'm curious with the zombies one, and I'm curious to see what if they going. Yeah,
I'm excited for that, and I've been meaning to read them comics. I'm gonna find them joints, man. I've been wanting the pops. I've been BSing on the. couple of them.
Yeah.
My favorite one of the pops is the Hot Topic exclusive of Silver Surfer, where he's on the board and he's holding his own head. That shit is so hard.
So yeah, so like with these shows, man, it's gonna be 10 episodes, and they already, like I said, it's gonna have a second season. So I'm just curious what these 10 episodes going to be. I mean, of course, we, like I said, we know about the Killmonger and Tony Stark and the Petty Carter and the T'Challa Star-Lord. Also, yeah, like I said, I'm just curious, like, as for like the other what ifs. Like I saw the Spider-Man one, and they also kind of spoiled it on the poster. They was like, what if Spider-Man had was the Sorcerer Supreme, which he was yeah, and they kind of spoiled it too on they got the toys out for the next Spider-Man film of his new uniform, and they have him in all black, and he has the
I've heard about this. Yeah,
the Doctor Strange what they call it, the circle,
I can't think of the name right now, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
it's like on his chest.
Yeah.
So like I'm curious about like also too like if whoever like what ifs they're gonna cover. Like I know they had like a couple with Wakanda with they had the Queen in the Dora Milaje outfit, and they had Shuri, but she was like a little girl. So yeah, I'm just kind of curious like how like what else they're gonna do, and also too I'm curious about like also too with War Machine and Falcon, like what's their alternate, like you know what I'm saying. Well, I guess we gotta wait and see. Yeah, August 11th. But and also too, the Watcher. He said it on the thing that he's just watching. He's not going to intervene in any type of way. But I have a feeling like one of those episodes, like someone will like he'll like notice him, or like he's gonna interfere somehow. And that's probably going to connect him with like the future movies of the Spider-Man and the Ant-Man, and like I said, other shows. But I'm curious to see like too. But like I said, with the multiverse now set up, like I said, we already knew about Spider-Man. We already knew about Doctor Strange. We already knew about the Ant-Man. So I'm curious about the other shows like like the Hawkeye and Miss Marvel. Like, are they dealing with the alternate realities, or they're all in the same universe? And like I said, with the Black Panther 2, I always thought like, the multiverse could play a factor on there too, with helping with, to fill the void of, losing Chadwick. And you know what I'm saying? Like, there was rumors saying there's going to be more than one Black Panther. And like I said, it'd be cool if they do, the multiverse on that, like have another male figure, either if it was another T'Challa or someone else, to help out with Shuri, and he becomes, the male Black Panther, while Shuri becomes, the female Black Panther. Because everybody was talking about, yeah, bring Michael B. Jordan back to Killmonger. I was like, yeah. But Michael B. Jordan, he's too busy booing up with Lori Harvey, and also too, he got other projects too. He's working on Creed 3. He's directing and all that. So, and he's going to do the Thomas Crown Affair. Like, wow.
Oh man, fire.
Yeah.
We need our own James Bond. I mean, granted, he's playing Thomas Crown, but I feel like we need our own original spy. You feel me?
To me, I thought that was Tenet, John Davis' character. Even though he was the protagonist, he ain't had no name. But
true. I never finished that movie. I don't even know if it's still on HBO Max. But
the thing is, it is. I think it still is. But
I gotta finish it. But what I saw of it, man, I feel like I gotta watch that a couple of times to really.
Yeah, you do.
Because I know certain people, they just gave up on it. Like, it's whack. I don't get it. It was over people's heads. But I was trying to stick with, and it's another thing. When it's a British film, me personally, I got to put the captions on.
Yeah, I do. Me too. I do. Yeah, that's how it was with Luther, because Idris Elba, he got a thick English accent. I was like, what did he say? Me and my mom looked at each other. We were like, let's put the subtitles in, and I was like really thick. his accent. That it was like what he said.
It's like you can understand. Like I remember in Takers, I could understand it for the most part. Where he'll walk in like, "All right, gents," and they'll have him, and they'll talk. I know when he played the chief in Zootopia,
Mm,
I could understand what he was saying, but I guess when he's around other Brits, that you know what I mean, the accent and the slang, you're like, what?
yeah,
And don't let them speak patois because some of them know
yeah,
patois.
yeah. Like John
So it's
Boyega
like,
and
oh
Dane
shit,
Kaluuya, like that was like, especially on like some of the interviews, like
yeah,
and sometimes too, like they can't help themselves too, especially on award shows when they like win an award or something, or they get too excited and they just like let go. They bring that 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 and they're like, "What are you saying?" And he's like, "Oh man, this doesn't feel good." But I was like, "Oh,
yeah,
man.
bruv,
Yeah."
all that, yeah, heck yeah,
So, but
but
yeah,
yeah, man, I'm super excited for these joints, for these shows, even with the movies that's coming out later on this year, they but that looks pretty fun, pretty action packed, and I hope this movie gets people to look up Shang-Chi and read some of his older comics.
yeah, I forgot about Shang-Chi.
Um, he has a newer one that came out last year. It's only about like 5 or 6 issues on it.
Mm-hmm.
And he has one. I think it's a one-off. Shang-Chi kills the Marvel Universe.
Mm-hmm.
They do these. I feel like they do these, if not every year, every other year. Because Deadpool did it twice, and Punisher did it one time. So now they got Shang-Chi killing the Marvel Universe. That was earlier this year. Um, so you got that. The Eternals, who I know nothing about, but
Yeah,
the
but I like how
product of
they.
Marvel is so dope. Like I didn't know what Guardians of the Galaxy was, so I went in there blindfolded and
Yeah,
you know what I mean, low expectations, and came out the theater like, yo, that was dope.
yeah,
So I'm hoping Eternals give me that same feel. Um, they might have something to do with the multiverse. I could see them.
yeah. I do too. I really everybody like, yeah, where the hell they was at when Endgame and Infinity War? They talking about they've been here for ages. Like, where the hell they been at? All these memes, like they was something, yeah, like the trailer. They was something like how the trailer said they've been here for years. They just never been out. And then someone had a meme where they said that line, and you see Tony Stark in heaven, like, I think there's some like yeah, him and Natasha looking into heaven, like this is some bull. Like, what they needed them. Yeah, but I think, yeah, I really do think like they might have also to deal with the multiverse as well. But like I said, I think for real, shout out to Marvel again. Like they like fairly like 10 steps ahead on like what
Kevin Feige, you're a genius.
Yeah,
Salute to you. Salute to your team. Salute to everybody that took the time out to make this happen and put out the dope
yeah,
product that is the MCU, man.
yeah.
For real,
And
for
also
real.
too, it's like too, even though we don't know what like the stories about, especially with internals, like they're not gonna tell you everything. So it's
Word.
like, and once we go see it, it's like, oh damn. It is like,
Because it's a thing where you can watch the movie and take it for what it is.
hmm
At the same time, I've mentioned these brothers before. Rob from Comments Explain and Geek Culture Explain. He'll do a video breaking down the Eternals.
hmm
Comic Historian.
hmm
I'm pretty sure he got videos that deal with the Eternals. They probably won't drop till like they'll do it where it's like they know when the trailer will drop for
hmm
these movies. Soon after the trailers drops, so and so explained,
yeah,
and they'll break it down like that.
hmm
So so it's like, yeah, man, learn from the the main source material, so you can get kind of a better idea of these characters. And I always think it's fun to know the difference between the characters from what they did in the movie versus what they did in the series, in the comic series, book, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's always dope.
Yeah, how they adaptations.
Like a biopic. After I go see a biopic, I'll go ahead and Google, the real so-and-so. And they'll break down, you'll find articles that break down what happened in the movie versus what happened in real life. Because I did that with The Wolf of Wall Street. And some of that stuff really did happen in real life. And I was like, if you ever seen that movie, well, we saw it, but for the ones that never seen it, man, it's a wild movie. And once you look up what was real and what wasn't real, you're like, damn, well, they ain't that far off with the stuff that wasn't real. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm excited for that. And of course, the Spider-Man joint, man, that comes out December 17th. You know what I mean? My personal birthday weekend. Check that out. That's the one ill thing this year that I realized when I found out Tommy's birthday was on Friday. I was like, yo, all three of our birthdays on a weekend. Yours on a Friday, his on a Friday, mine on a Sunday. But yeah, they killing the game, man. They setting the bar high for a lot of superhero films.
Yeah.
That's all that's all you can say for real. So
yeah, and also too, back to what you said about Marvel, but we'll see how it goes with like they doing their little multiverse with the Flash movie and all that, and so it's like
you mean DC?
DC, sorry. Yeah. So sorry, didn't mean to start a fight. But yeah, but definitely I'm curious with DC and how they doing it, and also too like the upcoming Suicide Squad and all that. So
yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't got no choice to check it out. My baby sister would kill me if I don't check that out. With shout out to Harley.
Yeah. But I definitely they finished filming Shazam sequel and the Black Adam movie. Yeah, they finished filming that.
2 weeks ago they finished filming Sonic 2. So it was last week. But I know they finished Sonic 2. I know that ain't a superhero thing, but you mentioned, Georgia finished rapping. I know they wrapped up Sonic 2, so I wanted to throw that out there. And real quick, for those that don't know, if you saw the first one, you know who showed up at the end. So they will be in the sequel. Not only will they be in the sequel,
some other
know the way.
Yeah.
Do you know the way? Not the Ugandan one, but the real Knuckles will be in Sonic 2. So, yeah.
But moving on, man. Yeah, we'll see how it goes with the just pretty much. I'm just looking forward for definitely Marvel, but also to the DC too more. So I'm looking forward for the Batman and.
Yeah, I'm looking forward for the Batman and Shazam 2 and
Black Adam.
Black Adam.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. But as far as Marvel, like I said, they already know what the hell they're doing, and we just like everybody gonna say their predictions and what they think, and everybody's
and their theories,
their theories and frustration on like because everybody's frustrated with Black Panther 2 because there was a report saying they had like 5 different types of scripts during the production, and it's like, yeah. So I think, I don't know. I think they usually play with people's minds when, especially too, because they want people to know like really what's going on, like and then we find out later on like, oh damn. There always be some type of rumor or some crazy stuff like doing these films. like when they make the films, and then when this film is done and all that, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah. But moving on, man.
You gotta keep things on a hush. Like
Yeah.
Tekashi 6ix9ine could not work for Marvel.
So don't worry. Tom Holland and
Oh yeah,
Mark
Tom
Ruff-
Holland and freaking the dude that plays the Hulk.
yeah,
They
Mark
run.
Ruffalo. Yeah, they got disciplined. They've been like, look, can't fight like, look, cheers. Yeah, for real. How dare you? Like even what's him called? They was mad at what's his name? The guy that played Dr. Ock on the Spider-Man 2. How he's kind of spoiled it. He like, yeah, I'm in it, and I think Toby and what's him called in it too. I'm like, damn. So yeah, but it's like same thing. Like some of it, like it's just common sense. Like you know they're gonna come. They're gonna come. We just gotta like with the whole. Well, Michael B. Jordan come back in the sequel. Yeah, he's gonna come back. Well, we just got how are you gonna do it? Like yeah,
And with that, I even look at it like Ryan Coogler is his man.
Yeah. So it's like inside. He's gonna either if you're gonna make a cameo or
It's going to right.
Yeah, he's gonna be in it somehow. So just chill, yo.
You got to chill.
Yeah, stop asking these folks all these questions. But yeah, moving on, man. Let's talk about these Emmys.
I know of no nominations. I just saw that Netflix was like, we got such and such amount of nominations.
Yeah.
Somebody else was like, we got 130 nominations.
Yeah, HBO. So like,
I don't know everything that's being nominated. All I want to know is who are the black people that's nominated for the Emmy? Fuck everybody. Who are the black people? Who are the black show? And what are the black shows that's nominated for Emmys? That's all I care about. Go.
Okay, so I got you. So look, so racist. Let me stop. I'm not.
What?
Just joking.
You said I was so vicious.
I said so racist. Like, yeah, black people. All right, so check this out. So this is who. So we got Sterling K. Brown, of course. For This Is Us. Shout out to Lovecraft Country. They got 18 nominations, and that's like you effed up right to HBO for canceling. Yeah. So shout out to Fine Ass Journey and Cool Jonathan. They both got the nominations for Journey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They both got the nominations for drama series lead, and they became the first in a long time. You see two black actors that got nominated for leads in the show. So, like I said, Lovecraft's got 18 nominations. Also made history. Pose. The show Pose.
Pose. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For the LGBTQ. Who
Yeah, MJ Rodriguez. She became the first trans woman to be nominated for Best Actress in the drama series. So of course, Billy Porter, he got nominated.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
hold up, because I'm looking too. Like I said, you probably didn't hear me because I was kind of over talking. But the Hamilton dudes, Lin-Manuel Miranda, Jr. Congrats to them. Cynthia Erivo for Genius Aretha. That's outstanding lead actress in a limited series or movie. And Leslie and Lin-Manuel Miranda was outstanding lead actor in the limited series or movie. Anthony Anderson for comedy, outstanding lead actor in the comedy series. Along with Kenan Thompson. Wow.
For Kenan. Yep.
He's not going to win it, but congrats, sir. You got nominated for an Emmy. Tracy Ellis Ross, lead actress.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Jonathan Major.
Yeah, Jonathan Majors, Michael K. Williams, he got nominated for Lovecraft. So did
Okay.
uh I don't want to slaughter her name. She been in everything. She been in Ray and she was in Lovecraft Country too. Last name Ellis. She
Oh, yeah.
yeah
Okay, she got nominated.
yeah she got nominated too. So did Courtney B. Vance.
Rambo got nominated.
Yeah. Dave Chappelle got nominated.
Cool.
Yeah. So my biggest question is, I mean, shout out to also to the heartthrob from British that's that was on that Netflix
Oh, he
Bridgerton.
got nominated?
Yeah, he got nominated.
Cedric the Entertainer is the host of the Emmys.
Yeah. So yeah, we just taking over. Giancarlo Esposito from Mandalorian. He the bad he got nominated for that. Or was it for Breaking Sal? Better Call Saul.
Oh, he was somebody called Saul is still on TV.
Yeah. There's a lot of nominations.
Yeah, I don't see everything on what I'm seeing.
I know the Black Lady sketch show got nominated.
Awesome. I've yet to watch
Yeah.
the newer season of it.
But the weirdest of all of them, I mean, shout out to him, but to me, Don Cheadle got nominated for Falcon Winter Soldier for those 2 minutes he was in.
The fuck?
Yeah, like that's why everybody's like, he was only there for
What?
2 minutes, and then
Who he pay off?
I don't know about that, but what's McCall? No nomination for Anthony Mackie. No nomination for Carl Lumley, who played Isaiah Bradley, who I thought should have definitely got it. Yeah, Buck Sebastian Stan, he should have got a nomination too. You know he's not black, but yeah, he went to Wakanda, so he's the first white person to be invited to a cookout. So yeah,
Funny.
so yeah, so yeah, so he should have got nominated too. It was a lot of shows,
Got nominated. Damn.
huh?
That name.
Who's
Joe
that?
Lithgow. He got nominated for Perry Mason. Supporting
Yeah,
actor.
yeah. I mean, it was a lot of like great shows. Some of them I didn't watch, but it was tough. Like, yeah, I think
I want to say her name is Anjanu.
I want to. It's close. That sounds
Anjanu
close.
Ellis.
That sounds close. But hopefully, I don't know. If I was HBO, I'd be like, "Look, we made a mistake. Let's bring the show back." For real. I mean, What's McCall had like 18 nominations last year. Uh, Watchmen, and it was canceled.
Right.
So
Keenan also for supporting actor in
that's how yeah. So that's what's up.
Rosie Perez.
Yeah, everybody's getting nomination. Morgan Freeman got a nomination.
Heard of that. Daveed Diggs,
Mm-hmm.
supporting actor in Hamilton.
Oh, Shorty from
Ramos. So everybody from Hamilton got nominated. Damn near.
Yeah. Shorty from I May Destroy You, the creator, he got nominated. Yeah.
Whose show is that?
Huh?
Whose show is that?
I May Destroy You.
Yes.
The Shorty from Chewing Gum. I forgot her name.
That is her show. She's nominated?
Yeah, she nominated. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's dope, man. I didn't know she was that multifaceted. Felicia Rashad.
Yeah.
Guest actress in a drama series.
And Dan Kalula, he got a nomination for his guest hosting on Saturday Live.
Yes. So did Dave Chappelle.
Yeah. And shout out to Moses Ingram. She's an actress. She's on the show The Queen's Gambit, and she got nominated for Best Supporting Actress. And she's going to be on the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, the movie, series movie. And also too, she's from Baltimore. Mm-hmm.
Oh, salute.
Yeah, you can be more.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I saw some other people from SNL that got nominated.
yeah. The Asian dude, Bowen Yang, he did it. Yeah, he got nominated, and Cicely Strong, she got nominated. I want to say Kate McKinnon too.
Cicely Strong, is she black?
No, she white.
Okay. I don't watch SNL.
Yeah,
Um, there was somebody I saw.
yeah. Kiki Palmer, she got nominated for. I haven't heard the show Turn Up with the Taylors. I haven't heard about that.
Who?
Turn Up with the Taylors. I don't. Yeah, even I haven't heard it either. Oh, Sylvie's Love, the movie with Tessa Thompson. It was like it took place like in the '60s. It was like a love story. It's on Amazon.
Issa Rae,
Yeah.
guest actress in the comedy series Maya Rudolph.
Mhm.
Yvette Nicole Brown for a Black Lady sketch show.
Mhm.
Variety sketch show, Black Lady sketch. That's so funny. The Grammys is nominated for an Emmy. The Oscars is nominated for an Emmy. Wow.
Mm.
They probably always have been, but I just never
Yeah.
thought of that. You know?
Yeah.
An award show winning an award.
I guess for the crew, and, you know how that's special. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, to me personally, my only beef was like, fucking winning. So I mean, you know, they got some nominations, but mostly on the technical side. But as far as the acting, yeah, what's him called Anthony Mackie, he got snubbed, so they call him Lumpy.
mm,
As Isaiah
yeah.
Bradley, he definitely got for like I said, Sebastian Stan, they all did a good job. So yeah, that's my only thing. It's just tough. It's like it's just too much shows and too much competition,
Yeah,
and it's like
100%.
it's like limited slots for like nominations. So it's like if someone gotta go. So you can't. That's how it is in all of them, really.
Or salute to W. Kamau Bell.
Yeah, I haven't. I said I was gonna binge watch his because it's like really interesting. The joint on Netflix he got.
Animated programs. And I love all of these. Big Mouth,
Mm-hmm.
Bob's Burgers, Jenny Tartakovsky's Primal. That joint is crazy. I haven't
Mm-hmm.
watched the newer season of it, but the first one
Mm-hmm.
is good.
Mm-hmm.
Simpsons, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't watched that South Park Pandemic special. I've been meaning to watch. Love, Death, and Robots is nominated.
Mm-hmm.
Maggie Simpson and The Force Awakens from his nap. Robot Chicken, also nominated. Yeah, man. With some congrats to all the nominees, man. I ain't going to name anything, but man, congrats to all the nominees, man. And in the words of Issa Rae, I'm rooting for everybody black.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'm definitely and we got a black host hosting. So yeah, so entertaining.
Word.
So let's see how it goes. Hopefully, yeah, I'm rooting for definitely Lovecraft, and hopefully MJ Rodriguez, she probably could make history as being the first trans woman to win the lead. That'd be cool too. So we'll see how that goes. Also, Russell Westbrook got nominated, man. I mean, he was a producer of he did one of those the Black Wall Street documentaries, the Tulsa, Oklahoma. It was one that came on. I think the one his came on the History Channel. It came on around the same time during the anniversary.
Oh, I wanted to watch that
Yeah.
too.
So he produced that, and he his like I think they got nominated for sound and editing. So yeah. So shout out to him. Salute to him. But yeah, man. But speaking of basketball, let's go in it. Let's talk about these finals. So yeah, right now, currently, while we're filming this episode, the Bucks
Milwaukee
are leading the way 3-2.
3-2. Game 5 was last night.
Mm-hmm.
Nail biting situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Tough game. I watched the highlight. I was in an area where I could have watched the game, but where I was sitting at, the TVs weren't on, and people hardly came around for me to ask, "Yo, can you put it on the game?" But
Mm-hmm.
man, what I saw was interesting. These I gotta give props to both teams. They both hungry. They really want
Mm-hmm.
this chip,
Mm-hmm.
and man. So game 6 will be in Milwaukee.
Yeah, Milwaukee. I think what Wednesday or Tuesday. One of them.
And that game is when? Monday?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think it's Tuesday. Let me check real quick. Yeah, I think it's Tuesday. But mm,
But yeah. It seemed like from what I
yeah,
saw
Tuesday.
Tuesday, okay.
Yep.
What I saw, Phoenix started off good.
Yeah, they did. But what's them called? Milwaukee still had the lead, and then they did. The Suns tried to come back. Yeah, they did. They really did try to come back through the last minute, but
Wasn't enough.
that play, well, Middleton shooting, and also that big play that Drew Holiday did with Steele and the lob to Giannis with the N1. So that sealed it.
Yeah. Yeah. And with some good defense too. It was I
Yeah.
saw a lot of turnovers, a lot of back and forth. I saw an awesome block.
Mm-hmm.
Who was that? Was that Giannis?
If you're talking about well, not from the game this past. You're talking about game 4. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about last. I think
Mm-hmm.
last night there was a block.
Mm-hmm.
It was a nice little block that happened. If I'm not mistaken, 'cause I remember the highlights they showed it slow, like they showed it again like in slow motion. But and I mean, there was just a point in time when Phoenix, their shooting was on point from 3-point.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to add, man, all you Phoenix Suns fans, y'all are super petty for counting down the seconds every time Giannis is on the free throw
I mean, what's it called? They've been doing what's it called? Brooklyn did it. Atlanta did it. So they've been.
line. I the times where I've watched them, they didn't do it. The times I watched those games and saw them on the line, I never saw them do the countdown. Never did. It wasn't until I watched the finals was when I saw them do the countdown, because it was like I remember them saying that he takes too long
Mm-hmm.
on the free throw line. And then they were talking about it maybe a couple of days before game 1 of the finals. Then when game 1 happened and he went to the line early in the game, they started counting down, and I thought it was funny as hell. Like, wow, y'all bugging. But I never heard it during any other series. Maybe because I didn't watch all the other ones like all the way through. There were times where I caught highlights, and there's times where I actually caught the game, and I probably had to sound down or on mute or whatever. But I'd never seen it.
No, they did it. They did. Brooklyn did it. Atlanta did it. They did.
But
They definitely
either way, it don't matter. Petty is petty, nigga. Don't give a fuck what city.
I mean, no, I wasn't trying to argue. I'm just saying.
It's petty.
It was just like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying that's the point I'm trying to make. But but it's funny to watch though. And both fan bases are just super pumped. Milwaukee biting off of Toronto, having the people watch it outside the joint.
They off the chain. All of them. Their
What's
district.
the possibility that you think of them of Milwaukee ending the series on Tuesday?
They got a strong possibility. I mean, it can happen.
Scale of 1 to 10.
I'm going. I'm going. I'm going to say 8, 7 to 8, because I mean they got the lead, and that's why I know their confidence is like mad. They boosted their confidence up. Giannis is just ready to go. So yeah, definitely, and also too, yeah, you playing back home. Yeah, of course, yeah, you definitely.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not worried about Giannis. I'm worried about everybody else.
I mean, Middleton did his
Everybody
thing.
else is streaky.
No, Middleton, he played a good game last night, but he played a great game on Game 4. He had 40
I do
points.
remember that. But like
Yeah.
I said, I've seen it where it's like every other game, somebody kind of falling off.
Well, no, I mean, Middleton, well, like I said,
Questioning Drew Holiday.
and come on, Drew Holiday. I mean, the defense wise, him and Middleton did a good job. Good
Oh yeah,
job.
defense is dope, but I'm talking about scoring.
Yeah, scoring. I mean, you got that. What's that boy name? Covington. He's a shooter. He's a
Connaughton or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah. So you got him. But yeah, Middleton actually, like I said, he played a great game. He had like 40 on Game 4. Game 5, Game 5. I want to say he had, I don't know, but he had some big shots though in the fourth for them to.
Yeah, I did see that. But it's like he's just kind of coming around.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying? For what you're telling me, he didn't come around till Game 4. Where was he? Game 1, 2, 3.
He was at Game 3.
He was that game. You didn't mention that.
No, I mean, I didn't. Well, I was talking about
pretty much. How much did he have that night?
I'm not sure because they did one. I remember that they did one game. Yeah. They did one Game 3. And I think because he helped out, and then yeah, I do remember Game 3 that he carried the slack because they did win the game. The Bucks. I do remember that. So
Oh wait, yeah, he did. He did carry the game on his shoulders that night. Yeah.
And I want to say Holiday had a great game. That game too. And yeah. They did like Game 3, because Giannis, he like had like some, he broke history. He had 40 points back to back, but he did got like help on Game 3 because everybody pitched in Holiday and Middleton. So we'll just see, man. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna say a good 7 to 8 on they're. It's possible. Like I said, they playing back home. I know they feel confident now. They got the lead and just trying to get it done, finish up. It'd be cool if they go up to Game 7 though.
Yeah. Giannis had 32 and 9. Middleton had 29 and 7, 5 rebounds. Drew had 27, 13 assists, and 3 steals.
Mm-hmm.
And Drew was 3 from 6 from 3-point.
Yeah.
So they really did step up in last night.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not knocking that, but there was a thing for a minute where it was like Giannis was going to put up numbers, but other people to me was a little. They were a little streaky. It's like they showed up certain games and certain games they didn't.
But I remember the first two games, they was like, yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah. But like first two games, but after game three, definitely
Yeah,
like got
they
together.
started to find a rhythm.
Yeah. So like I said, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Even with Phoenix last night, they
And they
was
was,
looking at 40.
yeah, and they people saying that yeah, they telling Chris Paul's is washed up now. Like, wow.
Chris Paul had 21 points. He was 3 for 4 from 3 point and had 11 assists.
I know last game he had like well
Yeah,
last
Matt Turner was that one
yeah,
game.
that one game and then like yeah, he had like I want to say game three, he had like a couple of turnovers too, but not as bad as was game four. Uh,
Ayton had
yeah.
DeAndre Ayton had 20 points, 10 rebounds, 2 blocks. Bridges, who's on the come up,
Mhm.
13 points. You know, I'm gonna say this: if Milwaukee, if they continue, if if Middleton, like I said, I ain't worried about Giannis, but if Middleton, uh, Drew, I'll even throw Brook up there, man, because Brook makes some important plays on that team.
Mhm. And but
But
don't
if
forget Bobby Portis coming off the bench. Bobby Portis, he been making a mark too.
oh yeah, that's the dude with the headband, right?
Yeah.
White headband. Yeah, he's cool. Um, yeah. Those cats, they can if those cats is clicking and they putting up numbers, they definitely, gonna close out the series. Um, Phoenix is just gonna have to play better defense at this point.
Mhm.
Um, I would like for them to push it to a game seven,
Yeah, we'll see.
but we'll see. Like you said, I've seen it before, where it's like the players feed off the energy of the
Mhm.
crowd,
Mhm. And
and
they
this is the thing of like I feel like going into Tuesday, I can see it being a thing where it's like you know COVID, the whole story about COVID and the pandemic, quarantining and all that, and then stuff, gradually was opening up, but still got to deal with certain things. And then the vaccination, then you got to deal with the Delta variant and all this other stuff. And, you're kind of prohibited to go to certain things and certain events and things of that nature. So the fact that your city is in a situation where you about to win your first NBA championship in years,
mhm.
the crowd is going to go crazy. The energy in the building is going to be crazy, and they're going to be rooting for that for them Bucks to 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 bring it in. I was rooting for Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, it's like I wouldn't be surprised if Milwaukee wins it because of the situation at hand.
Mhm.
But I would like for Phoenix to do their best to step up defensively
Mhm.
and push it to a game seven. If it don't happen, it don't happen. If it happens, all right, step up in game seven. Then. That's all that that's how I feel about it. But at the same time, I look at it also like, well, um, Giannis is a former MVP, and
Mhm.
I can see him. I can see them winning on Tuesday and him being the Finals MVP. You feel me? So
Yeah, he gonna get the MVP. That was no brainer.
So, yeah, like you said, man, let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
And then let's see what this draft is looking like, even though I don't know anybody in the draft.
Yeah.
Didn't watch a lick of college basketball. I've been falling off on that, for the past few years. But
Hmm.
I didn't even know that the lottery picks happened. I didn't even know that. We didn't even talk about that shit.
Mm. Yeah, I seen it. I watched it, the lottery picks. So, who got number one?
I'm about to look it up right now.
What was I about to
But I
say?
know it's a bum. It's a bum team, as always. Um, but I forgot who, and I want to say it's somebody from the East.
The Pistons.
And I was about to say Detroit.
Yep.
Yeah, I was about to say Detroit. Yep. So your top 10 teams. Number one is Detroit. Number two is Houston. Number three is Cleveland, of course. Number four is Toronto. Number five is Orlando. Number six is OKC. Number seven is Golden State. That's an actual Minnesota. It's a Minnesota pick.
Mm.
It's from Minnesota, but
Hmm.
Orlando. They made a deal with Chicago, so it's from Chicago. Sacramento, and then number 10 is New Orleans.
Hmm.
So yeah, curious to see how that goes and how that affect those teams in that draft. Um, the fact that Golden State has another top 10 pick, uh, that goes to show you, man, that they getting ready for their future.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that's smart because hopefully Clay comes back and you know uh, and Golden State does their thing and it's like that kid, whoever gets drafted, who's the seventh pick, along with I want to say my man name is Wiseman, who was their pick last year, number
Hmm.
two, that they soak up game, continue to soak up game from these brothers, from the Draymonds, Splash Bros, you know what I mean, Coach Kerr, people like that, and learn, so once those guys, and I don't see the OGs of that team leaving anytime soon,
Mm.
but uh if they do go to other teams or whatever have you, that team might be in good hands if they, if Wiseman and whoever they pick for the seventh pick, uh continue to stay there and they grow in their skills as a basketball players for sure. You know what I mean? They can continue on what the Splash Bros and Draymond did for that organization. So yeah, so yeah, but yeah, Detroit definitely needed it. I'm curious what Houston is going to pick up from it. Uh, Cleveland, I saw a little something where there's one article where there was like Sexton should leave Cleveland.
Actually, I think should be Kevin Love should either retire or
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Work on
know,
the front office in Cleveland or something.
do something. Yeah. Nah, keep Sexton. Um.
Keep Sexton. I put it to you like this: if they keep those guys from that Brooklyn trade,
Hmm.
I don't know who their coach is over there, but if they keep those guys from that Brooklyn trade that came from Brooklyn or whatever, they could at least, if guys are healthy and they doing what they can, they could at least be in the play-in tournament.
Mm-hmm.
If you got Sexton, Jared Allen, what's my man? His father used to play in the league, light-skinned dude.
Oh, Larry Nance
Jr.
Jr.
And it's like it might have been one other person. Shoot, maybe this person that they might draft.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even if whoever they get out of Cleveland, whoever Cleveland gets in the draft, I think that would be interesting too. I don't know what they would need. Because Sexton is a 1,
Mm-hmm.
I believe, right?
Yeah.
So you might go with a 2. If those guys from that trade stay, you might just need a 2 or a 3. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Know what I mean? I see the big 3 is playing.
Yeah.
I haven't really watched. I think they just started back up, but I haven't really watched them like that. You know what I mean? But yeah. I think that's it for the NBA talk.
Shout out to Candace Parker. She became the first
She's on the
female
cover
player.
of 2K22.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 22 because they always go a year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
2K.
me personally, it's crazy that she's the first. Me personally, it should have been Cheryl Swoops or Lisa Leslie or Cynthia Cooper or Bianca Taurasi. You know what I'm saying? But it's it's long overdue. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to knock. She's a good player too, great player. I just to me thought like she shouldn't have been the first. She should have, someone else years ago. They should have been there just like a couple of, because WNBA been around for 20 years. So it's like,
It's more than that, actually.
yeah, more than 20 years, yeah. So you're like, yeah. So that's my only thing. Still salute to her, but it's like, yeah, like come on now, like, yeah, you should have.
I'm not mad at it at all.
Mm-hmm.
I get what you're saying, but I'm not mad at it at all. I think with other people, with all the other women that you named, I think Candace Parker is still in the spotlight compared to those women.
Mm-hmm.
Because during the season she's playing in the WNBA, but in the off season she's doing NBA TV and she's doing NBA on TNT.
Mm-hmm.
So she's, she grinding for real,
Mm-hmm.
for real. So I don't trip off of it, man. I say she's more deserving of being on that cover versus damn Tom Brady and Mahomes on the Madden cover. I want to see somebody else on that cover. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see them on there. But but I ain't mad at Candace being on that joint, man. Salute to her.
No, I said that wasn't her.
But which cover is that for? Because I don't think that's the main cover.
I don't think that's the main cover. I don't know.
I think the main cover is KD,
Kareem, and Luka. Yeah.
I did hear Luka, and I think I did hear Kareem.
Yeah, Kareem and Dirk. I'm sorry, Dirk. Dirk was in that joint too.
Dirk Nowitzki?
Mm-hmm.
My dumb ass thought you meant Lil Dirk. I'm like, wait, why is Lil Dirk on the cover of 2K? Did he win the tournament? What am I missing?
Mm.
But they do be having rappers in the. Well, I remember back in the day when I had 2K. Oh gosh, I'm about to I'm showing my age. When I had 2K8 on my PS2, um, or was it that, or I rented I bought it. But there was one that I think I rented before I tried. This was before 2K got super technical.
Mm.
But they had like the little street ball joint, and they had different rappers on there you could choose. And I remember one of them, rest in peace, Fife Dog was one of them. So yeah, but okay, yeah, Dirt, that's interesting. But yeah, I mean, when's the last? Have you ever played a 2K?
Yeah, I had 2K 10.
That's when it switched up.
Mm.
That's when it switched up, and I thought it was dope. But then when I tried to play it, I was like,
Or 11. One of the cover had Jordan on the cover.
oh, I forgot which one that was.
And then that's when they had LeBron on the Heat. That was like his first year. So I want to say 11. I think it was I had. Yeah.
That might be 11.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
if not so not 11, maybe 12. But yeah, I think I bought 10, either 10 or 11, and I was trying to fool with it, and then a buddy of mine was like, "You got to keep playing with it. You got to keep you got to practice."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "This is a game. Why do I have to practice?" I'm coming from live,
Mm-hmm.
so with live, you just got up and you played the game and you just got back. With 2K, it's like you literally do have to practice.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to realize, like, you got to pay attention to your shot, how you make your shot, and all this other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Certain button combinations, you had to do a dunk or a certain type of shot, or certain buttons, you can only do certain moves, like the Euro step joints, certain crossover. Like, this is too fucking much. Like, I was like, again, I'm coming from live. It's like, yo, you press the R button. One button was to shoot. Another button, you jumped to grab the rebound or block a shot. Then the other one, when you press R with it, you did a crossover or a spin move. The end.
So yeah, so we got, man, it's crazy. Yeah, shout out to Candace Parker though. I mean, I'm not hating on that. But yeah. So man,
NBA 2K21 staff.
Yeah. So August the 3rd, the upcoming
Going down in New York City.
Actually, let's since we did talk about video games, let's like go that, and then I don't know, it don't matter. Netflix.
Let's go back then.
Yeah, since we talked about video games, Netflix, they decided they're going to stream video games and for their platform. So I'm like, this is like some Blockbuster and
they're going to charge us extra because damn it,
I don't
charge
know.
me more damn time, Netflix.
To be honest with you, I don't know the whole story. I know they are, but I don't know how much, if they're trying to do that, if like for video games, like how long you can rent the video games. Like I don't know if they're gonna do it. To be honest with you, I don't know how if it's gonna be like how a little more cheaper. I know it's gonna be a little more expensive than a Redbox and them did. So I don't know, but I think it's interesting. They're gonna be the first streamers to do this service, to do this type of thing. To me, I think it's dope. I'm just curious. Yeah, I am curious to see how much they're gonna be charging folks. Yeah, you can rent this video game.
Or it might be an extra add-on, maybe.
Yeah, that too, and
It's
also
like,
how
how are
long?
you going to? And you know what? I'm glad you brought that up because what the hell happened to GameFly? I felt like GameFly was a part of Netflix because they were doing the same thing. So I'm like, is this their way of saying, hey, we got rid of GameFly, so because we got rid of it, we're going to add, that part of just your Netflix situation. And if you want to play games, like I wonder how they're going to do it because it's like, okay, because I know with GameFly, I think you got it in the mail and you send it back whenever, or did they give you a time frame?
I wasn't
forgot.
familiar with GameFly. I mean, I heard of it, but I haven't tried it, so I don't. Yeah, so like, yeah, that's a good point, but I
Yeah,
don't know.
I feel like it should be just an extra add-on type of thing
Hmm.
where they're like, okay, you could rent this for a week for $3.99 or something like that. I don't know how they're going to do it, but
Hmm.
I'm like this. If I'm not a part of it, if I don't, if I'm not a gamer, well, I'm not a gamer like that. I have a gamer spirit. I wish I had the time to play games.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I ain't like I'm not how I was back in high school. It was like for real. It was like I was straight up in middle school and high school gamer.
Bruh.
But
You,
yeah.
you don't know how good you have it till you get older.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you was a kid, all you had to worry about was school. You have to school, play with your friends, or play video games. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Hmm.
And even though I was busy with the family business, I still had some time to play games after I did my homework and stuff like that. And it also helped that one of my best friends was a gamer. Is a gamer. Shout out to Rashad.
Hmm.
I would come over his spot, go over his spot. He'd tell me about what's new, whatever. Boom, when we play games. Um, so it's interesting. Like I'm all for it, man. For the game is, you know. So I think it's just all in how they do it, and I hope it's more so optional and not mandatory or just part of it now.
Yeah. So we'll see. I don't know when it's supposed to start and all that. I haven't read mostly on the art. I just saw the headline. I was like, wow, that's crazy. But yeah. But anyway, August the 3rd
It's going
versus
down.
is
New York City.
yeah.
This is New York City shit. I'm not from New York City or
Yeah,
nothing
and
like that.
people think you are, but you don't.
People think I'm from either New York, New Jersey, or Philly.
Yeah.
It is neither one. Born and raised Northeast Baltimore. Know what I'm saying? I say dog. 1+1 is 2, and Aaron earned an iron earned. Ain't no no, none of that. Aaron earned an iron earned. But and I wash my hands in a sink. Old school people know what I'm talking about. Because my dad used to say, go wash your hands in the zinc. Zinc. Z-I-N. Okay. But yes, we talking and this is also kind of that mixtape era we grew up in. Because both crews was on them mixtapes heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Dipset, what L versus Dibla
Mm-hmm.
LOX
Yeah.
Styles, who just dropped a new joint not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Jada,
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Chic, Luch, Don, Silverback, know what I'm saying? You just can't watch this, okay? You gotta have on some white on white forces or some Timbs for this. Preferably chuckers because it's summertime. You don't want the 6-inch, you don't want the big
Chuckers.
You know what I'm
Wow.
saying?
Chuckers.
You want a tall white tee.
You still
You
got
gotta
those.
go to Detail or get a Lux tee. Go to Shoe City, get a white tee. Something.
You still got those throwbacks.
You need a throwback jersey. You need a fitted. No snapbacks for this. You need the ones with all the NBA teams on the motherfuckers for this one.
Put a do-rag on, fam.
And you need that do-rag, damn it. You need that do-rag. And then when it comes on, you need to go to your local Chinese spot, get you 4 wings fried rice. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And have you a nice little drink. This might be a dark liquor situation for those that drink. This might be Henny. I don't even fuck with Henny like that, but you might have to get a bottle of Henny for this.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going down. You know what I'm saying? I should be in my Funk Flex voice for this. I should, but man, I'm gonna say this. No disrespect to the Eve Trina joint. No disrespect to the Soulja Boy Bow Wow joint. Even though
You sure? I was ready to say you was going off the last episode. So
what I said. I said what I said in that motherfucker. About that motherfucker. But this one is going to blow those other ones out the damn water. This is an interesting one because both crews got bangers and then they got solo.
mm-hmm.
The Locks got more solo situations than what Dipset do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but both got, dope material. I will say over the years, I'll say now, Jim Jones now is better than what he was back then. I know Joel was just trying to get back in the mix.
I agree.
Cam's still out here. And Cam is a vampire, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Cam still looks the same as he did back in 98.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Need the secret. And so, man, I don't want to start. I kind of agree with what you were saying earlier. I wish kind of like Tommy was here, but I guess we could revisit this.
I mean, we're gonna talk about it again close when we get close to it.
Yeah. I don't want to get. I do agree with what you said. I don't want to get super involved with it, like about it too much, because I think we could go through some songs.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying. That's what I was trying.
I'll say I'm gonna mention 2 songs from each party, just for now, and then when it gets close to it, we'll get into it.
Mm-hmm.
If on the same round they play, if Dipset plays I Really Mean It, and Locks hit them with Recognize in that same round, that's a draw for me. I fuck with both songs heavy. So that's all those are the only ones I'm gonna bring up right now. And I hope drunk Jada is there. If Jada is drunk like he was against Fab, it's gonna be a good night. Because he was acting a fool. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Say about there's only songs that we'll bring up from them scamps, but I'm excited for this.
I am too, and definitely we got definitely doing our childhood. Not really our childhood.
We were teenagers.
Teenage years, yeah. But we
were teenagers.
Actually, no. I do consider the teenage years our part of childhood. But it's like, even though Dipset came out when we was in college, so it's like,
But Cam came out when we was in the
grade. And same thing with the Locks. Yeah, same thing with Locks. Right? No, 10th grade too. 9th, 10th grade, yeah.
It was that summer.
Yeah.
They came out the summer of 90s. All About the Benjamins came out the summer of 97.
Right. So it's like,
in the 10th grade, yeah.
But the album didn't come out till We was in 10th grade. But yeah, but
Yeah, I bought
it's
the
like
tape.
yeah, so it's like,
That's their worst album to this day.
yeah, it is. Money, power, respect. I didn't like If You Think I'm Jiggy. I really didn't. If you think that was
And with your shiny.
yeah,
Ah.
yeah, yeah. They had another song on there that was dope, but it was like a single. I forgot what it was.
They
I
had a
got
song. Go ahead.
no, I said I got the CD. So like yes, I got the CD.
Yeah, I remember because I think on that joint they all had solo joints on there.
Mm-hmm.
Jada solo, he bodied, and I think, and I don't know if Jada and I don't know if Jada and Styles had a joint where they went back and forth how they do.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know if the band from TV was the first time I seen them do that,
Mm-hmm.
but I always love when they do, and I just something else just popped up, but again, we gotta wait till it gets close to it because I just kind of mentioned another possible joint, but yeah, man, yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Hopefully,
It's gonna be interesting. At least see how it goes. But
Word, like we said, y'all, August 3rd. I believe that's a weekday.
mm,
I want to say that's a Tuesday.
uh-huh. Yeah,
Sucks is not a weekend, but
yeah. So
it's
we'll
all
see how
good.
that goes. But that's it from the agenda for the day. Episode 36.
One more thing.
What's it?
So, U.S. News put out a list of 150 best cities to live in. Two Maryland cities, that's the home state for us, made the list. Uh, our hometown is number 100 in this 150 list as the best place. It was number 100 on the best places to live list, number 76 on the best places to retire list. But unfortunately, we're also number 12 on the most dangerous places list. But still, hey, I put it to you like this. I remember seeing that most dangerous places list, and we were ranked higher on that list before. So the fact that we're number 12, either other cities is crazier than ours, or we doing better somehow. But U.S. News and World Report wrote Baltimore's elegant architecture, friendly people, and lively pockets of nightlife and music make Charm City a pleasant and fun place to call home. The metro area also boasts a restaurant scene that goes beyond the city's famous crab cakes, pit beef, and burger cookies. And I had this conversation with Trey one time. I was like, "Yo, if I ever had the chance to talk to people about that aren't from Baltimore, like they're not from Baltimore, and I would tell them give them a reason as to why to come to visit. I was like, we're a dope food city. We got some dope restaurants and some dope eating spots to check out. You know what I mean? So, and so the fact, and she kind of disagreed with me on it. So when I read that, I was like, see, I thought, I'm not the only one that thought that. And we also have dope artwork around the city. If you see on certain buildings and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And we got some dope museums too. The other city from Maryland that made the list Shout outs to the Eastern Shore. Salisbury made the list. Made number 95 on the best places to live list, number 26 on the best places to retire list, number 16 on the fastest growing places list, and number 20 on the safest places to live list. U.S. News and World Report wrote the longtime nickname the Crossroads of Delmarva is fitting for Salisbury in many ways since it sits nestled among Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia on a map. It is a melting pot of college students, retirees, and families who might all be seen together enjoying a Saturday night at a microbrewery or watching a minor league baseball game. So, yeah, congrats to both cities. Live in Baltimore. You know, it's cool living here. And been in Salisbury, you know, at our times being in down UMES, Walk Pride, catch it. My I was seeing the young lady at the time. She went to Salisbury University, so we checked out Salisbury a few times. So yeah, dope little spot. I've always wanted to go back just to see what Salisbury is like now, for real. And the campus at UMES, I will say that. Know what I mean? So that was just kind of dope to see them make the list. Those two cities make that list. You feel me? And with that, that's it. I'm saying, let's see if I got any shout outs, man. Yeah, man, once again, happy birthday shout out to the homie Tommy. He should be back here next week. R.I.P. to Biz Markie. And shout outs to whoever watching this. And I hope you continue to support, spread the word, follow us on all social media. Everything's blurred on everything. And yeah, man, have a good week.
Yep. Everything that he said. Episode 36. So yeah, y'all, this is your Shirley Brown here. Mr. Sean. Safe travels coming back, Tommy. Hopefully we see him in episode 37. Sorry. No, like 37.
And next week is important because it'll be our 1 year anniversary, right? Something like that. Close to it.
Almost. Actually.
Close to it. Like towards the end of the month is our 1 year anniversary.
Yeah. Wow. But yeah. All right, y'all.